Hey, what's up, Sean? Quick demo video for you for your Obiwan Kenobi made from MHS parts from TCSS and then weathered by you as well. This thing came out very nice. I don't have very much experience with MHS parts. I'm always asking my buddies about it because the whole system kind of confuses me. And I was very impressed to see this. This looks actually very close to the Obi Saber. But anyway, it is installed with a Proffie. It's got a 2-button setup. So I did sand down the bubble card some additional bits so that it would work with the switches. Your front button or your front switch is your activation. Your back switch is going to be your auxiliary. You provided the 11-pin TCSS connector. I kind of mentioned in my Facebook post, this was kind of nostalgic for me. I've not worked with one of these for many, many Sabers. I mean, probably my first 6 months of installing Sabers, I used these and then I stopped using them and I went on to something else. So it was very cool to see these in-house again. To get to the chassis, what you want to do is you want to unscrew the booster and the pommel together. All right, so just unscrew this. The chassis is a tight fit in here. It's meant to be that way. There's no slack, right? So very tight fit. Take this off. You'll see your chassis right here. It says Solo Sabers over here for me in Arabish, if you can kind of see that. But and it says Obiwan Kenobi over here in Arabish. It does have your 18650 battery in here is static. It's located in the grenade section, and you have a 1.3mm recharge port. There are a lot of people ask me where to get these. You get them from the custom Saber shop. So your normal 3.7 volt charger. If you search 1.3mm and hit enter on the custom Saber shop, you'll find the adapter for the 1.3mm recharge port. Okay, so that's what you'll need. I custom printed that kill switch in there. We just pulled it straight out, which we'll do here in a second. Your Proffie board here is just a snap fit down in the shelf. Okay, so easy access to your SD card, your micro USB. I did put a copy of the config file on your SD card, so you'll see what I did there. Pretty simple setup. You'll need to take your kill switch out to take your SD card out and to hook up to your micro USB, but that's no big deal. And then you have a fully enclosed 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. So this thing sounds really good. We're going to be testing this tonight with the brand new blade I just got in the mail today from my homie Space Windu over at Civilized Sabers. This is a TriStar blade. He made me a test blade about 9 inches long, TriStar blade. So this is the first time I'm using this. I'm pretty excited to put this in. So much thank you to Space Windu. All right. To turn this on, we just want to come over here and pull our kill key.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Put our booster section and our pummel back on. I put the Obi-Wan fonts on there like you asked me, and the Luke font. All right, and then you had a Word document file in there. There was 50 fonts that you sent me. I didn't put them all on there, but the ones that I did put that matched the Saber, I made sure that they were the color of the blade that was corresponding on the Word document. All right, but once we get all that screwed in, we can come over here and hit power. Super loud Saber. Auxiliary. And then I did give you twist off. Okay, so the blade retention screws, there's 3 of them, and they are hidden by the emitter. So what you want to do to take the emitter off, you want to turn it to the left. Or I'm sorry, to the right. So it's not righty-tighty, it's righty-loosey for the emitter. Okay? We'll go ahead and we'll take this all the way off. A few threads on it, no big deal. Just like that. This is hand tightened on here about as tight as I could get it, but you never want to unscrew this, okay, to leave it all there. You got your 3 blade retention screws right along the top of the emitter. Don't pay any attention to this hole back here, this hole under here. They are for the PCB holder. All right, so we'll take our blade, put it in, and then lock it down with the 3 retention screws. Now, because this is a thin neck Saber, you don't have a whole lot of blade depth. And that's why you've got the 3 retention screws. Okay, there, it's really kind of needed you're going to want to lock down all three. But once you have those locked down, you can take this piece and slide it over your blade. I was able to slide it over on this piece right here, but if I were you, I would put this on the back side of your blade and just slide it up a little bit, put your blade in, and then drop this down. You don't want to bring it in from the tip of the blade. All right, and then we'll go lefty-tighty to put the emitter back on. All right. Kind of give it just a little bit of a snug. You don't have to crank it so hard. And then we can come over here once we've got all that tightened down and hit power. Super bright. This blade is super bright. Very cool. Blaster bolt deflex is just tapping the auxiliary. The blade lockup is holding it down and hitting the saber. On a full-length blade, you'll see your blade lockup, and it will move up and down the saber according to how you move, or up and down the blade according to how you move it. So if I held the saber like this, your lockup would be right here next to the emitter, and as I move the saber like this, it moves further down the blade. All right.
You were the chosen one!
Very solid.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
To play your soundtrack, it's a long press on the power when the saber's off. And another long press on. Just like that.
This is General Kenobi. Why are you here right from nowhere?
Luke font. Just like that. All right, so everything's working on here like it should. When we're done, you just want to put your kill key back in it. It's very easy to do. So we'll turn the saber on, and then I'll show you putting the kill key in kills the power. All right, so on. Got your little guy right here. Put it in there. Push it down, and it kills everything just like it should. All right, and that is basically your Obi-Wan saber. Let me know if you got any questions. And if not, I'll package this guy up and get it out in the mail to you tomorrow. All right. Thanks, man.